One. Welcome back to the Nikki Clarke Show. I'm your host, Nikki Clarke, and the show is about transforming lives one story at a time. And I'm so excited to, invite people from all walks of life to come and share their heart stories, stories of upliftment and inspiration. And I'm super, super excited to speak with an incredible woman in the community. She is a force to reckon with, an empowering voice for women in small business. So it is an honor for me to invite the Honorable Member of Parliament, Rechie Valdez, Member of Parliament and Minister of Small Business. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Nikki, for having me. It's truly an honor to be able to have this conversation with you.
Thank you so much for being here. Truly, truly appreciate it. And I'm excited to have our conversation about an incredible announcement that you made this week. It was located in Mississauga at a location called Honey Soul Food. And it was an announcement about a federal support for small business owners. So can you give us a little overview of this new initiative and how it will, benefit local entrepreneurs in Mississauga and across Canada?
First of all, shout out to Honey Soul Food. They have the best cornbread. I just gotta say that
I love cornbread.
right. Yeah, incredible Black entrepreneur who are doing amazing things. So just wanted to give them a shout out. And with regards to the announcements, we made two very important announcements from our government. The first one, which I feel is vitally important. So Nikki, I'm sure you remember as you go shopping, when was the last time you bought cash, right? You're always like tapping your money away, quick transactions, you're making payments very quickly online. Well, one of the things that we've been working on is we've negotiated agreements with both Visa and MasterCard to really help small businesses in reducing the interchange fees by up to 27%. And so this change is actually going to take effect as of October 19th of this year for small businesses right across the country. And what this means is that if you're a business, for example, that's doing $300,000 in credit card transactions, they're paying right now $4,000 annually on just
Amazing.
interchange fees. With this change, so as of October 19th, that will be a reduction of just over $1,000 annually. And we're going to be saving small businesses with this change $1 billion over the next 5 years on just those tap and those interchange fees alone.
This is fantastic news.
And then as far as the second portion of that announcement, this is really incredible. We have $2.5 billion going out to small and medium-sized enterprises, approximately 600,000 of them, corporations right across the country. Here in Ontario, for example, that's 1.3 billion going out. And so as long as small businesses have filed their taxes by July 15th, they will be receiving the Canada carbon rebates. So a perfect example is if you are a small business that has 10 employees, you're going to get back $4,010. If you're a small business that has 50 employees, you're going to receive $20,050. So for every employee, you'll be receiving $401 for every employee that you have. So this is real tangible supports to lower the cost of doing business, for putting money into your pockets and ultimately helping a small business's bottom line.
I think this is incredible. I'm excited. Yeah, this is really going to help out so many small business owners. So I love what this is going to do. So maybe we can talk a little bit more about what you hope small business owners will take away from this new initiative, and what steps can they take to immediately access the support.
Well, Honey Soul Food, I'd love to share their story. They actually stopped allowing their customers to use Visa and MasterCard because
Okay.
of how expensive those interchange fees were. But now that we said this announcement, you know what? They're really considering, again, enabling their customers to transact with Visa and MasterCard because they
Mm,
now know that the interchange fees have come down. So that's real tangible efforts. And then with the Canada Carbon Rebate, I asked them, like, what would you do? And
yeah.
they were so excited because they're like, they wanted to invest in like new equipment. They wanted, because they can already see where their business is going to go. And so
Hmm.
eventually, if a small business knows that they're going to be getting money back, they're already thinking about creative ways that they can invest back into their business or their people. So again, real tangible supports. And one of the caveats with the Canada carbon rebate, as I mentioned, small businesses may have, oops, forgotten to file their taxes by July 15th. But rest assured, if you didn't file by July 15th of this year, you have until the end of the year, December 31st, to file your taxes so that you can still receive the Canada Carbon rebate checks soon after that. So don't worry, small businesses, you still have some time to file those taxes.
Awesome. So everyone's still on time. Amazing. So I just want to ask you one last question, and I know that you've given us some incredible wisdom, and I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I'm just curious a little bit about your story, Minister. Before entering politics, you ran a small business yourself, and you're an advocate for entrepreneurship. So how has your experience as a business owner shaped your priorities and decisions as a minister of small business?
I think that's a great question, Nikki. So not only, so I came from corporate banking. I discovered my creative passion baking my daughter Cassidy's first birthday cake, which is where I discovered my creative passion. I know you're a creative entrepreneur yourself. Well, after I discovered that, I thought, why not like try something new and put myself out there? So I really got a chance to experience what it was like doing the side hustle while working full time and raising my kids. And I
Yes.
think those experiences for me have been so transformative in my role because I bring the voice not only as a former corporate banker, but as a mother, as a small business entrepreneur, and in
Yes.
all the aspects that I think we have. That's the beauty of living in a country like Canada. Is I have the honor of bringing those various voices and advocacies to the decision making table, and in particular in cabinet, and being the first Filipino woman member of parliament, and of course cabinet minister, has been tremendous for me because there's a million Filipinos across this country now and strong. And so having representation truly matters, and having strong women voices. Nikki, I'm sure you're aware of this. Having women voices there at the decision making table also help shape policies, and in particular for me as a small business entrepreneur, being able to help small businesses each and every day is truly an honor.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing your story. And I do have one more question, if you may allow me. Someone is watching you minister right now, a woman who's on the fence of becoming an entrepreneur, but she's kind of struggling with the fear of leaving the safety of a 9 to 5. What would you tell her right now?
So I can tell her first and foremost, I went through that same experience. As I already mentioned, I had two kids, so I was already in my mid 30s. I had a ton of responsibilities, and I still had my full-time job. However, I think it's truly important that each one of us, we need to tap into our strong inner selves and really live authentically. The minute
Mm,
I made the decision to say, you know what, while I appreciate working for somebody else, why not make the decision to choose me, to choose the thing that I'm good at? And you know what it allowed me to do? It allowed me to discover my creativity. And it almost, I felt so alive every single time I baked my customers, cakes or desserts or what have you. And it brought me so much happiness. My family
mm,
saw the joy that it brought in to me. And it also made me realize like I can do this. And then I know that it's scary, and I know that it's daunting, and I know there's a lot of fears, and I had it too. But the minute you start to believe in yourself and you start
mhm.
to do the thing that you were meant to do, you will automatically excel in it. And all the announcements that I made earlier, just to close the loop, our government is here. We've got your backs. Know that there is so much support available there for you. If you follow me on any of my social media, the link in my bio provides you all those different supports that we and our government are providing entrepreneurs. So we have your backs. We're there to support you. But the most important decision that an entrepreneur can make is a decision to choose themselves. And the decision to say, it's time that I step up in my own life and actually put me first. And sometimes the compelling stories that you get to tell, Nikki, is those entrepreneurs that say, yeah, I am going to choose myself. And then look how far they grow. Look how far they come with whatever innovative idea, product, or service they offer. It's actually making our world better.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much, Minister Rechie Valdez. Minister of Small Business. Thank you for your pearls of wisdom. Truly appreciate your time. And we will include the link to connect back to you and your office, and also the link to the initiative that you just shared. So I really appreciate your time, and I hope that we can connect in person very soon. And I wish you the best tonight. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, Nikki. Thanks for having me. Have a wonderful day.
You're welcome. Bye for now.